May 13, 1917. Three shepherd children in the small village of Cova de Iria, Portugal, witness something that would change the world forever. Our Lady appears and brings urgent messages for humanity. But did you know that there are reports that the image of Our Lady of Fatima cried real tears? And that the warnings given over 100 years ago seem to be coming true right now, before our very eyes? Stay until the end of this video, because the seventh warning will leave you speechless. It all began when 10-year-old Lucia Santos and her cousins Francisco and Jacinta Marto witnessed 6 apparitions of the Virgin Mary between May and October 1917. Our Lady did not come only with words of comfort. She came with warnings. Messages about the future of humanity, about wars, about faith, about conversion. And in recent years, something extraordinary has been happening. Images of Our Lady of Fatima around the world have been weeping. In 2016, in Slovakia. In 2019, in New Mexico. Witnesses report real tears streaming down the faces of the images. Could this be a call? An intensification of the warnings? Let's look at the 7 warnings that are being fulfilled now. First warning, Our Lady warned about the cooling of faith and people's departure from God. Look around you. Churches are increasingly empty. Surveys show that the number of people who declare themselves to be without religion is growing exponentially each year. Secularization is advancing. Our Lady asked for the recitation of the Rosary, penance, and devotion to the Immaculate Heart. But how many still do this? Materialism and relativism have taken over hearts that were once fervent. This is the first sign being fulfilled before our eyes. Second warning, Our Lady prophesied terrible wars if humanity did not convert. She said, the war will end, but if they do not stop offending God, another worse one will begin during the pontificate of Pius XI. And World War II came exactly as predicted. And today? Conflicts in the Middle East, tensions between nuclear powers, wars that seem to have no end. The threat of global conflict has never been so present since the Cold War. Our Lady of Fatima warned us. And the tears that flow from the images seem to tell us, there is still time to avoid the worst, but conversion is necessary. Third warning, the persecution of the Church and Christians. The third secret of Fatima, revealed in 2000, showed visions of persecution, of a bishop dressed in white being shot, of martyrs. Today, Christianity is the most persecuted religion in the world. More than 360 million Christians suffer intense persecution. In Africa, Asia, the Middle East, Christians are murdered for their faith. And in the West? A more subtle but real persecution, the cancellation, ridicule, and marginalization of Christian values. Our Lady wept because she knew what was coming. Fourth warning, Russia will spread its errors throughout the world. In 1917, when Our Lady said this, Russia was still a Christian empire. Months later, the Bolshevik Revolution installed communism, the atheist regime that caused millions of deaths and brutally persecuted the Church. And today? Materialistic ideologies, cultural Marxism, the deconstruction of the family, militant atheism, all of this has its roots in the terrors that spread from Russia. Our Lady asked for the consecration of Russia to her Immaculate Heart. John Paul II did so in 1984, but did the whole world respond to the call? Fifth warning, the destruction of the family. Although not explicit in words, the context of the messages of Fatima has always emphasized the sanctity of the family, purity, chastity. And what do we see today? Record divorce rates, fragmented families, the deconstruction of the concept of marriage and family, ideologies that confuse children about their own identity. Our Lady, as Mother, weeps to see the fundamental cell of society being destroyed. Because when the family collapses, everything collapses. Sixth warning, extraordinary signs in the sky and on earth. In Fatima, 70,000 people witnessed the miracle of the sun, an undeniable sign in the sky. Our Lady promised signs. And today? A frightening increase in natural disasters, earthquakes, devastating hurricanes, uncontrollable fires. Some would say these are just natural cycles, but the intensity and frequency are undeniable. Rare celestial phenomena, eclipses, astronomical events. Everything seems to cry out, pay attention. Convert. The signs are there. But how many have eyes to see? Seventh warning, and this is the most important one, in the end, my immaculate heart will triumph. Yes, Our Lady wept. Yes, the warnings are serious, and we are seeing their fulfillment. But there is hope. Our Lady promised that, in the end, her immaculate heart will triumph. Good will overcome evil. Light will overcome darkness. The Church will be renewed. But this depends on us. It depends on our prayer, our conversion, our total surrender to God. Our Lady's tears are not tears of despair, they are the tears of a mother who loves her children and calls them back home. She does not abandon us. She weeps with us and for us. The 7 warnings of Fatima are not just prophecies of the past. They are realities of the present. And the call is urgent. Pray the Rosary. Do penance. Consecrate yourself to the Immaculate Heart of Mary. Return to the Church. Strengthen your faith. Because if Our Lady weeps, it is because there is still time. Her tears are an invitation, convert before it is too late. If this video touched your heart, share it with those who need to hear this message. And leave a comment, do you believe that the warnings of Fatima are being fulfilled now? May Our Lady of Fatima intercede for us all. Amen.